I love our new venue this morning for the state of a town, and I would firstly like to thank our Cheektowaga Chamber of Commerce for organizing this great event today, especially CEO and President Christina Groff. Her work on behalf of the Chamber has been a vital part of growing the spirit of enterprise that is alive and well in our town. I also would like to thank Housefan for hosting the event this morning. To have a business of this caliber invest in so heavily in our town speaks to our strength. Let's all give them a round of applause. I would also like to recognize my colleagues in government. First, State Senator Tim Kennedy. Oh, thank you, Senator, for being here. Our State Assemblywoman, Monica Wallace. Thank you. My Deputy Supervisor, Christine Adamczak. Thanks for all your help through the years. And Town Council Member Brian Pilarski. I'm sorry he couldn't be here tonight. This morning I just found out. Representing Highway Superintendent Mark Wagner is our hard-working Deputy Highway Superintendent, Charlie Markell. As well as our newest elected official, please join me in congratulating our new Town Clerk, Kimberly Burst. I know my Board of Realtors is here today, so they wanted to know who our new Town Clerk is, so they'll be calling you about the taxes. This year, we have made some major changes in our police department. Our longtime police chief, David Zach, has left us for an opportunity in North Carolina. We will always be grateful for the work that Chief Zach did for our town, and we wish him much success in future endeavors. To that end, we had a major decision to make. Who will fill the position of chief? I am pleased to announce here today that Michael Slowinski, formerly the assistant chief, will become our new chief of police, and Brian Gould, an outstanding captain who does so much good work in our community, has become our assistant chief. Our police department, from top down, is one of the crown jewels of our community. The commitment and bravery that they show every day makes us all proud. I ask that you all join me in giving our police department and new leadership and officers a major round of applause. Chief Slowinski and Assistant Chief Gould, could you just stand and let everybody see who you are? So, give them a good hand. I would also like to take a moment to talk about my own staff. For 4 years, Matt Januszewski has served as assistant to the supervisor and has put so much work into equipping us with the tools and procedures we need to modernize our town. It is bittersweet for me to tell you that Matt will be moving on to work for Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul, where I am sure he will be an outstanding presence, but he will be sorely missed. Matt, thank you for all of your service to the town and to me. And though you are moving on, please know that you have left a strong legacy in my office. Best of luck. At this moment, I'd like you to come up and present you with a proclamation. We did the proclamation without Matt. He's the one that always does the proclamations. So. Congratulations, Matt. I'm going to miss you. Today is Matt's last day, so here you go. I would also like to introduce you to all the newest additions to my staff. My new clerk, Lynn Ryback. Lynn, where are you? Lynn. And filling Matt's position, my new assistant to the supervisor, Dan Jones, right here. All of them bring a wealth of experience in government and management, and they will serve my office as a great team. When I ran for town supervisor 4 years ago, I ran on a platform of stability, accountability, and growth. A town that will lead the way in economic development and good-paying jobs, safer neighborhoods, with strong employment and smarter services, better quality of life, and infrastructure that matches the hard work that our own residents put into their properties, and to develop our town into a place that's known worldwide as a great place to work and raise a family. These are the core values that drove my administration and our efforts throughout my first term. Through pursuing that agenda, an agenda for the people, for our community, and for better government, I am pleased to report that the state of our town is strong. One of the biggest priorities has been targeting neighborhood and housing issues. Thank you to my Director of Community Development, Richard Willis. Our town has now reduced the number of abandoned zombie homes from 545 to 198 at the end of 2019. Thank you, guys. Speaking of zombie homes, I'm honored to announce that Habitat for Humanity has been part of over $1 million in rehab work in Cheektowaga. We also are looking into exciting new projects in the Pine Hill neighborhood to put people in homes and get those properties back on the tax rolls. Thanks to our efforts in neighborhood preservation and housing development, and thank you to the Buffalo Niagara Association of Realtors for selling all those homes in the town of Cheektowaga. Cheektowaga has been named one of the top 10 healthiest housing markets in the country. Can we have a round of applause? I would like to thank Senator Kennedy and Assemblywoman Wallace for yet again providing over $5 million this year alone in grant funding for our New York State DEC consent order. Thanks to their hard work for the last 4 years, we have been able to obtain over $35 million in funds, benefiting both the town of Cheektowaga and a portion of the village of Depew. Our highway department, under Highway Superintendent Mark Wagner, and his deputy, Charlie Markell, has been very hard at work. They have managed to repave 30 town roads and continued to install sidewalks to bring them into compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. Our drainage project in the Towers Road area has increased the volume of storm water runoff capacity, which is crucial to preventing flooding damage. We also reconstructed part of the roads where work was performed and installed drainage for residential bubblers. Town workers also repaired and replaced over 200 stormwater receivers and manholes and trimmed or removed over 250 trees. These are your tax dollars at work in a way that you can see and benefit from up close. Thank you to the hardworking men and women in the highway department, my wonderful department heads, and our entire town workforce for all you do throughout the year. Let's give them all a big round of applause. For our business community, I am pleased to announce excellent commercial growth in the town. Whether it's expansion of the DePaul Apple Blossom Apartments, or the Buffalo Niagara International Airport, or McKesson Pharmaceutical, or Hansley and Sausage, or Rosina Foods, or the Atwell Medical Building on Harlem Road, or API Heat Transfer, and Benderson Development, adding new buildings and restaurants to the old Kmart Plaza. Our strong record of exciting new commercial development has increased that will provide jobs and new properties on our tax rolls. I am also pleased to announce that the first business to move into the long-awaited, newly developed Garden Village Business Park will be Cellopack. I am also happy to announce that Niagara Transformer plans to expand and open a $3.3 million research and development facility right here at their location in Cheektowaga. Also, the Highway Rehab Corp will be locating from Brewster, New York to Cheektowaga, bringing with them 15 new jobs. I am also pleased to announce that after carving out a retailing niche in the Bowmansville area, Lake Effect Furniture and Mattress has relocated to the Dick's Sporting Goods Plaza on Union Road. What a great reuse of a storefront that is standing vacant for many, many years. We welcome them also. I would also like to recognize some of the new businesses that have opened over the last year. First, 5-Star Urgent Care on the corner of Union Road and Walton. A development that you couldn't miss if you paid attention to the news for more than 5 minutes. 2 Chick-fil-A's opened in our town. The food is delicious, and so is the important source of sales tax revenue for our community. Young Development launched a successful project at Woodside Villas on Transit Road. Green Genie Flood Response and Mold Remediation, who only use eco-friendly products, opened in July. L&W Supply moved into its 45,000 square foot facility on Dick Road, creating new jobs. And Pella Windows and Doors expanded their business to include the new Pella Experience Center, which will allow customers to better compare products and operate fully functional windows and doors. In 2020, we plan on expanding our housing projects with the Felician Sisters at Dote Street, as well as Cleveland Senior Apartments on Harlem Road. To all of the businesses and nonprofits who make up the cultural and economic fabric of our town, thank you for all you do in Cheektowaga. Give yourselves a round of applause. For our youth, we received over $30,000 in funding from Majority Leader Tim Myers and a former legislator, John Russo, for youth programs, including our annual Winterfest, Breakfast with the Easter Bunny, and IT equipment for our Dartwood Community Center and preschool program. Thank you to Assemblymember Monica Wallace for funding in the amount of $250,000 to make ADA modifications to our Alexander Community Center for the future Boys and Girls Club, and an additional $100,000 slated for the programming. We hope to open the Boys and Girls Club this September. We couldn't make it possible without you, Assemblymember. We also managed to receive all new inclusive playground equipment for Stiglmeyer Park, thanks to Monica Wallace and a DASNY grant. That is installed and it should be opening this spring. Also for our youth and seniors, Majority Leader Tim Myers secured funding for a new handicap accessible van that will help both our youth and seniors experience our community in a better way. Speaking of our youth, I would like to recognize the Cheektowaga Warriors 16 and under hockey team for winning our first ever national title, making history for our town. We are so proud of the team and their efforts. Let's all give our youth and seniors, as well as legislators Myers and Assemblymember Wallace and Senator Kennedy, a big round of applause. One of my major priorities has been modernizing our town and making town government more efficient. To that end, I have a major announcement. Not working? Okay. We have renovated our town website. We also put together a new Cheektowaga video that appears on our website. However, it doesn't look like we'll be able to show that. Okay. So take a look at it on our website. It's very, very well done, and thanks to Christina Groff and the Chamber of Commerce, there's some very, very good things happening there.
We're trying to fix it.
Okay. That's all right. I am pleased to announce that social services made themselves available at Town Hall. Having social services personnel come to Cheektowaga Town Hall in the evening helps residents who work during the day and also provide plenty of free parking. This year, Cheektowaga Town Hall was lit up in purple for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Domestic violence has been increasing throughout our country. Please know that we are here to support you. Call our police department. We are on your side. Last year, the town managed to negotiate a lower rate for electricity supply costs. This year, the town will be entering into the Erie County Utilities aggregation through Fluent Energy, saving the town close to $150,000. We are also making progress on our Clean Energy Grant and hope to be a leader in providing low-cost alternative energy to town residents. This kind of innovation will be a major benefit to Cheektowaga. In addition, this year, we'll be looking into an LED streetlight conversion that will provide even more tax savings for the town. Under my administration, our town also has begun the process of putting together a comprehensive plan that will cover future growth and intentions. We will work harder than ever to obtain public and private funding to obtain our vision, and our planners will work harder than ever to make it a reality. The last 4 years have brought progress. We encountered obstacles and challenges, but thanks to the hard work of our community residents, our government and business leaders, we are stronger than ever. Our community's bedrock is our people, a people with a long history of strong values, and they deserve a government as great as we are. In my second term, we will build on traditions and modernization and bring strong accountability to our town government. I hope that in the next 4 years, I can leave this town better, our neighborhood stronger, and our economy booming. I look forward to working with all of you in making this happen. Together, we can set Cheektowaga on a course of prosperity for years to come. So let's get to work. Thank you very much for being here today.